Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province, and now came into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of June 26, TayNinhTV Provincial Military Command have a conference to review local military tasks in the first segments of the 2023 and the Lloyd task for the last segment of the year. Colonel Lê Hoài Nam, Technical Director of Command of Military Region 7, Mr. Võ Đức Trong, Standing Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, attended the conference.
In the first segment of the year, it advised the Provincial Party Committee and the Provincial Peace Committee to lead and direct the implementation of local defense and military tasks. The aspect of recruiting troops, fostering defense knowledge, being ready to fight, building a standing force, etc., have all been maintained strictly and effectively. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Võ Đức Trong acknowledged and appreciated the results achieved by the Provincial Military Command. At the same time, he suggested it to actually coordinate with the police, border guard and border forces to promptly grasp and assess the situation in the periphery and border areas to advise the Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial Peace Committee, in a timely manner, actively review the contents and targets, especially drawing out the shortcomings, limitations, and causes to advise the party committee and the government so that it can complete the task set out by the resolution of the Provincial Military Party Committee, as well as the instructions of the Provincial Party Committee and the Provincial Peace Committee. He also suggested that the Provincial Military Command should maintain the mode of combat readiness, ensure the absolute safety of the station area, continue to do well in building a force to meet mission requirements.
The audience up to this point, the investor only have 6 months to accelerate the construction progress and disburse capital in 2023. The Provincial People's Committee has also directed the district, town and city to implement the disbursement of public investment capital for projects and work as soon as the completed volume is tested and accepted.
The Provincial Peace Committee also assigned the Peace Committees of District, Towns and City to direct the Department of Urban Management and Infrastructure Economics to speed up the project appraisal of basic design and construction drawing design, total cost estimates, promptly solve difficulties and problems in the appraisal process, shorten the time for appraisal and approval. Specifically, time to review and return documents does not exceed 1/3 of the total assessment time. The time to check the quality dossiers for reacceptance testing of the works is at the earliest time, no more than 5 days, when receiving the dossiers of request for inspection and acceptance from the investor. Over the past time, the Tax Department of TayNinhTV Province has fully and effectively implemented solutions to remove difficulties for businesses in the spirit of the direction of the government, the Ministry of Finance and the General Department of Taxation, as well as implement support package of tax remission and extension. Accordingly, TayNinhTV Tax Department has regularly updated new tax policy documents to propagate and disseminate to taxpayers, implement accurately, promptly, openly, and transparently the referential policies on taxes, fees, and charges for business and people. In addition, TayNinhTV Tax Department also periodically organizes dialogues to record and listen to the contributions of businesses, thereby promptly having solutions to solve, support, and have businesses feel secure production and business. More than 24 billion Vietnam dong is expected to support clean water prices in rural areas for households who are using clean water from centralized water supply works in the period of 2023-2025. According to the statement of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, it is expected that about 25,000 households in rural areas will be supported. After receiving support, households that are poor households, according to the multi-dimensional poverty line for the period of 2021-2025, poor households in the province and households with social policies only have to pay 6,000 Vietnam dong per cubic meter of water. The remaining households in rural areas only pay 7,000 Vietnam dong per cubic meter of water, excluding tax. The support norm is based on the atom amount of clean water used for domestic purpose, but not exceeding 10 cubic meters per household per month. Along with supporting water resources for people in rural areas, the Provincial Peace Committee also proposed in the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to review the price of clean water in rural areas as well as the level of subsidies for rural people to stabilize their life.
In the morning of June 26, Military Commercial Joint Stock Bank (MB) TayNinhTV branch officially opened Samart Transactions Office located at number 45 Nguyễn Văn Linh Street, Quarter 3, Tân Biên Town, Tân Biên District. Attending the event, there were Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hiền, Director of the State Bank Vietnam TayNinhTV branch, MB TayNinhTV leaders, and representatives of Tân Biên District.
In the past time, Military Bank has been one of the most efficient banks in terms of profits before tax and operational efficiency, appreciated by customers as well as credit institutions at home and abroad. This is also a unit specializing in providing outstanding banking products and services based on modern technology, sustainable financial solutions, helping customers increase capital efficiency and facilitate financial management. Moving Samart Transaction Office headquarters to a new location with more spacious and modern facilities, Military Bank wishes to serve customers in the best way. At the same time, it will always accompany and closely follow the policies on economic development and social security in the locality.
After 9 days of competition, each pitch seen 30 exciting matches between youth and children's teams from 9 districts, towns, and cities. On June 25th, the closing and awarding ceremony took place. 2 championship trophies belong to 2 teams, youth from Hoa Thanh Thao and children from Tân Châu district.
Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Director of TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station, Head of the Organizing Committee, and leaders of the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Department of Education and Training, attended the ceremony, along with the encouragement of representatives of sponsors TayNinhTV Company Limited and a large number of football fans. The tournament is started from June 17 to 25, 2023. 2 tournaments for youth and children gathered 200 young athletes, including 16 teams from 9 districts, towns, and cities in TayNinhTV province to compete. The matches in the group stage and semi-finals took place excitingly with the spirit of sportsmanship, solidarity, and honesty. The players gave the audience many beautiful footballs, many thrilling and dramatic situations, creating many imprints on the race. Talented players at the age of youth and children have been able to give their best with the ball, especially for excellent teams participating in the final round are the youth of Trảng Bàng and Hoa Thanh Thao. Children of Hoa Thanh Thao and Tân Châu district in the final, the teams contributed many good footballs, beautiful goals, and brought a lot of emotions to the audience. Behind the goal scored by the athletes, it is impossible not to mention to the coaches. They are both teachers, friends, and above all, they are the fathers who always follow their players in matches. First of all, the children's thinking is still naive. I have to remark each one, showing each detail. I have to hold the leg to point it out so that they do the right thing. Secondly, the children's psychology also went through many awards. This is also the second prize, so they are less psychological. In general, I'm very happy and proud of the children who have done it. In the success behind the back, there is a force of parents who have supported the children. At the end of the final match, the organizing committee awarded prizes to teams and individuals with outstanding achievements in TayNinhTV Television Youth and Children's Football Tournament. The second TayNinhTV Cup in 2023, the championship was awarded to the youth team of Hoa Thanh Thao. The second prize belonged to the team of Trảng Bàng Thao. In the children's content, the championship was awarded to Tân Châu district. The second prize belonged to the team of Hoa Thanh Thao. 2 players Võ Anh Hào, youth team of Hoa Thanh Thao, and Lâm Thái Tú, children's team of Tân Châu district, excellently won the king of the score. The best goalkeeper was awarded to 2 players Nguyễn Tấn Phát, Tân Châu youth team, and Phan Chí Long, children's team of Tân Châu district. The tournament was organized to create a useful playground for students, satisfy their passion for football, and have the opportunity to strengthen and create solidarity and cohesion among schools, clubs, and localities throughout the province. At the same time, thereby detecting players with good skill to recruit additional athletes for the province. The organizing committee also expressed deep gratitude to the sponsors who have joined hands to create a playground for childhood and the development of football in the province.
The audience with the slogan "Calm, Confident, Determined to Shoot Well," the first-year Militia and Self-Defense Force under the Militia Command of Hoa Thanh Thao has hours of practicing live ammunition shooting on the field. The actual drills on this field are highest form of training. The criterion to evaluate the training qualities and combat readiness of the units.
In the sun and wind at Badan Mountain shooting area belonging to the Provincial Military Command, 270 militiamen from 8 communes and wards under the Military Command of Hoa Thanh Thao did not hesitate to work hard and practice, focus on the goal of live ammunition firing drills to achieve the best results. This is a condition to evaluate the results of training and practice to serve as a basis for drawing lessons from training organization in the next time. At the same time, train and improve the ability and level of using weapons and equipment to meet the requirements of the combat readiness for the militia forces in the entire armed forces of the units. Through the training, the comrades also actually trained to achieve high results. During the live fire test, the World Military Command and 36 militiamen were determined to achieve the best results, contributing to improving the military and defense tests in 2023. At the training ground, the militiamen participating in the live fire drills also identified their roles, requiring themselves to perform seriously, focus on mastering the contents that the training board has deployed to ensure that they are not practiced for best results. However, the first time they practiced live bullet shooting, many militiamen were still surprised. But beyond that, the results were on accurate targets in the encouragement of the training board and teammates in accordance with the spirit of calm, confident, determined to shoot well. During my time of participating in training at the Commune Military Command, I was guided in certain techniques such as aiming lights, sighting mechanism. Today, I participate in shooting live ammunition. At first, I was still a bit unfamiliar. Then I came down to aim more accurately and shoot well. Among the militiamen on the sunny field, we also encounter a number of military women, considered as the beautiful girls of the shooting range. The posture and movements of preparing to shoot were a bit surprised and timid, but with the encouragement of everyone, the military women gained more confidence and successfully completed their task. During my time participating in training at the World Military Command, I was trained K-63 shooting techniques. Until today, participating in the live fire test, I am more confident and determined to complete the task well. Through the practice, the results showed that over 84% of officers and soldiers met the requirements or higher, of which the rate of being quite good reached over 38%. The inspection process showed that they strictly obeyed the orders of the commander, disciplined the field, performed the correct operation, hit the target, met the requirements, and ensured in all aspects. Up to this moment, the unit has followed the plan, basically ensuring as required, and the unit ensures absolute safety during firing tests. It can be said that, overcoming the initial surprise, the militiamen of the first-year military force have gained more confidence in training skills in using weapons and equipment, especially in improving their political bravery, the sense of readiness to fight to meet the requirements and tasks in the new situation.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.